It's the battle of hyphenated names. Julian Grace Martin and Jean. I'm going to go with Francois.
Yep.
Dube. How's that sound? Dube. Let's make sure we get we'll make sure we get Jean's name correct here.
You're just going to hit it every direction, and one of them will be right.
No, I'm going to actually just we're gonna ask.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. It's one of my favorite things to do is ask. Jean-Francois.
Nailed it. And he's got a slightly different package from what we've seen compared to some of the other Merfolk decks. 3 Vapor Snags in the main, 2 Echoing Truths. In addition to the 4 Spreading Seas, he's got 2 copies of Seize Claim. So I think the land disruption spells are not going to be great in this matchup, but the Vapor Snags are going to be spectacular.
I think Vapor Snag will be pretty good too. He's also got those Echoing Truths in the main deck too, like you mentioned. So we see definitely a different take from what we saw from Daniel Duffy last round. But apparently Merfolk is popular here in Syracuse.
Well, I think if you're expecting a lot of these Eldrazi Tron decks to show up, this is a good route to take to fight against that. And that's what's so interesting about Modern is that it constantly shifts. It's not like there's one best deck and then everyone's just playing that deck. It's like as people want to beat that deck, it creates cracks and openings for other decks. And it's just this dance that everyone's doing, trying to stay ahead of the metagame.
Jean-Francois will take a look at 6 cards now. See if he can find a little something. For Julian, he's kept 7. And it looks like he found this deck through a little bit of help on Magic Online through, I believe, Joel Larson.
There you go.
So,
very accomplished player.
He says he plays, Julian in his deck tech mentioned that he's been playing Dredge a lot, and this is kind of a new evolution on the deck. So we'll see if he's able to get off to a nice start here in game number 1 of round 10. He'll search for a snow-covered mountain. There's a Goblin Guide, so it's an aggressive start here.
Yeah, this is what he wants.
That'll be a trigger. It's an island. So Dube is more or less undone that mulligan now. So there you go.
It's good for him. Yeah, against these Merfolk decks, you don't want to be at parity going into turns 3 and 4 because that's when all of their creatures are starting to assemble into a strong super force.
And Grace Martin will draw a card. No turn 1 play there for Dube. Is it time that we just call Julian by his initials now? Just JGM?
JGM.
Is he already there now? Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and BBD, CVM, just boom.
Sure.
JGM.
Yeah. And everyone will know what that means.
Absolutely. He's already established himself within the community with this unique deck and 9-1 start.
Boy, that was quick.
Doesn't take long.
We'll get him a celebrity girlfriend.
That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
It's an Insolent Neonate. Pre-combat, huh? Oh, he's got big plans. Discard a Neonate. Draw a card. What's next? Faithless Looting. I have a feeling we might have some hollow ones here in a moment. Oh, Vengevine? And a land. How many hollow ones do we have? Oh, this could be an oh no. 1? Because he do we have oh, he's already played a second creature.
Yep.
That's his second creature. Get a Vengevine back.
Hollow one is
we are doing it.
These turn 2s are pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, we are doing it. Goblin Guide trigger.
And I like him being very clear.
Kira Great Glass Spinner is the reveal.
Not so great here. Another 4/4 coming.
Yes! Yes!
You know, sometimes you have 14 power on the board on turn 2 and your opponent's got an island.
An island?
Yeah.
Yeah, an island then. It's going to have to start with Harbinger of the Tide. Yeah, that's where we got to start. It's going to take a lot more than that.
Yeah, even that's looking pretty benign here.
JGM will draw. I'm going all in. I'm all in.
Committed to this, huh?
Monastery Swift Spear. Lightning Bolt that. Trigger 4, 8, 9, 10. That's 12. That's a turn 3 kill. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Ain't no thing.
Did he break it?
This deck's looking
This
good.
deck looks insane on camera sometimes. JGM wins game 1 over JFD. Red Green Vengevine of a game over Merfolk. A turn 3 kill with Vengevine and Hollowed One. Yes, please.
After his opponent played a creature and bounced one of his cards.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
That happened. All right, to the sideboard we go. 4 Relic Progenitus, 3 Engineered Explosives, 3 Hercules Recall, 3 Tidebinder Mage, and 2 Vendilion Clicks here for Jean-Francois Dube. Naturally, he has not come prepared for this matchup because no one has. But I think he's got some decent tools.
Yeah, the question is if Jean-Francois thinks he needs these Relic of Progenitus here, you know, that's certainly a card. I don't think it's probably great against this Vengevine deck. You know, you're looking at only Vengevines coming out of the graveyard, but when you see them doing things like Faithless Looting and discarding cards to, you know, some of these other outs, Cathartic Reunion and stuff like that, I think a lot of players that don't know what's going on in this matchup are going to think that they want to attack the graveyard. So we might see those come in here. The Tidebinder Mages are definitely going to come in. And then it's a question of, does he want Engineer Explosives to take care of some of these 1-drops or not?
Yeah, I guess that is a bit of a question. Because he saw Swift Spear and Goblin Guide, so he's seen a couple, but he doesn't know how many his opponent actually has.
Yep.
So that'll make for an interesting decision here. 2 Ancient Grudge, 2 Blood Moon, 2 Leyline of the Void, 2 Rose, 2 Feed the Clan, 2 Destructive Revelry, a Domirad, a Goblin Guide, and a Grim Lavamancer here for JGM. I'm all in on this, by the way. Julian Grace Martin is now JGM. What do we like there for him?
Old JGM beatdowns.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm surprised I'm saying this, but Domirad just shining in this matchup.
I guess it's probably good in the matchup, yeah.
Yeah, when you're playing 4/4s and 4/3s and you want to eat some Merfolk, the Grim Lavamancer is great in this matchup as well. So I'd expect to see that card come in. Maybe these roasts come in as well.
Well, these players are going to get ready here for game number 2. They're just about ready, so we're going to very quickly talk about the StarCityGames.com newsletter, which is your source for Magic the Gathering news. You can find highlights from some of our very best articles, including ones written by Ross and Miriam, upcoming SCG Tour dates and locations, along with SCG IQs and game nights near you. Of course, we've also got that exclusive cardboard crack comic. Best of all, it's totally free to sign up for it. Go.StarCityGames.com/newsletter, and perhaps we will have a winning photo of JGM in the newsletter with a trophy for the 16-year-old. We'll see. He's off to a great start here in Syracuse. For Jean-Francois, he's got a Manamo, School Water's Edge, and an Aether Vial to kick things off.
Yeah, already a much better start for him.
Yes. A Copperline Gorge here with a Faithless Looting.
Ooh, this might be a lot of Vengevines.
Yeah. See what JGM wants to discard.
It's so funny. There's so many powerful cards in Modern that we just forget about some of them sometimes, or they just don't have quite the right home yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then one more set just puts cards over the top sometimes. Vengevine was a monster at certain points, and then it fell out of favor for a long, long time, and it's back, and I love it.
It might be back. Vengevine goes to the graveyard along with the Cathartic Reunion from the Faithless Looting. Well, that's a Mutavault. This is a second vial.
Not as good.
Yeah, not in love with 2 vials. One obviously good. Second one not as good as we head back over to Julian Grace Martin.
Yeah, really wanted to see him just get on the board there with a Merfolk.
Cycle Street Wraith. Julian's going to fall down to 18. Picked up a Cathartic Reunion. He'll cycle again. Going to fall down to 16. Draw a card. Picked up a Faithless. Actually, a Teamer Battle Rage. Excuse me.
Man, if people had told you that Street Wraith was going to be one of the staples of Modern,
I wouldn't have thrown all mine away 10 years ago. Remember? Yeah.
But you also might not have believed them.
That's also true.
Why is this going into the deck? Just so you can pay 2 life to cycle it.
We'll thin it out a little bit.
Seems like a lot of life to be paying. No, doesn't matter. It's going to be really unfair.
Much better than I think people may have anticipated, that's for sure. Faithless Looting now.
I like the Faithless Looting. I think he had a Cathartic Reunion there, but he's playing around Curse Catcher.
Smart.
And he's really churned through a significant portion of his deck already. see if he's got the payoff turn. Two creatures here, a free hollow one plus a 1-drop, or multiple hollow ones. Get that Vengevine back and get the clock started.
Curious how many cards in hand. Quite a few over there for our Merfolk player. Doesn't done a ton.
Maybe JGM will be the next Magic Heartthrob. He's got that shaggy shock of hair.
Definitely has a shaggy hair going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can definitely appreciate it.
Ascribing to the Reed Duke school of haircuts.
It's a good person to follow in the footsteps.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's a good place to be.
All right, no payoff for JGM that turn.
Not yet. Not yet. Still looking for the big turn like we saw in game number 2. Mutavault's going to get fired up. Dube is going to come in for at least 2. And it looks like it's only going to be 2. So Grace Martin still working himself towards something good, while Jean-Francois has brought Julian down to 13. But Julian's done a lot of that work himself via those Street Wraiths. A Hooting Mandrill's in hand.
No, that's a cheap 4/4.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be a Lightning Bolt here. Gonna go after the Mutavault. That's gonna resolve. Okay.
All right. And Jean-Francois let that resolve very quick, which means he probably doesn't have a Curse Catcher.
Yeah. Insolent Neonate. All right, so he's going to play a land and now play a Hooting Mandrill.
As long as he doesn't delve away the Vengevine.
Yeah, I think
it'll be coming back here.
Better to leave that down there. Here is Vengevine. In for 4. It's a Vapor Snag. All right. Fortunately for Julian, that's not that hard to put back in the graveyard. He'll pass the turn back. What do we have here? It's a Silver Gilded. Trigger, draw a card.
That's a good one to get things started here, because with multiple Ether Vials and then the Vapor Snag, Jean-Francois doesn't have a lot of pieces to assemble, you know, the four-headed monster of Merfolk, as it were.
The four-headed monster?
That's kind of what it takes. A couple of Merfolk, a couple of Lords.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 3 mana. Marrow Regery. The follow-up. Phantasmal Image.
Ooh.
And now, Master the Pearl Trident. Untap 2. Oh, are we going off? Untap 2 lands. And do we have another Lord to play? And it looks like the answer is sort of. It's not a Lord, but it does clear the way for the creatures here. In comes Silver Gilded.
Jean-Francois, he was sandbagging us there, huh?
Yeah? All right.
Merfolk got big quick.
Neonate's going to block, sacrifice, discard Vengevine. Yeah. Draw a card. Picked up another Vengevine. And now Julian will will sacrifice a fetch land. So these Merfolk are large.
They're big, but you know, that Vengevine has a very good chance of coming back. The Hooting Mandrill is going to be another 1-drop.
Yep.
You know, so JGM's just going to need one other 1-drop.
Right now, those fishies, the Lords are 4/4s, and Silver Adept is a 5/4.
Yeah, and bringing back a 4/3, playing a 1-mana 4/4, he's going to be able to interact with these cards and fight them effectively.
Yep, unless Spreading Sea shows up, or a Seas Claim.
Or another Lord.
Yeah, another Vengevine drawn. See what this is.
But also, if he just has a way to target that Phantasmal Image, that would be great as well.
Neonate's going to discard a Vengevine. Lightning Bolt gives him a way to target. There's Hooting Mandrills.
I like this.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5 Vengevines. Got a little something brewing.
Yeah, bouncing a Hooting Mandrills is not the most fun thing to be doing.
No, not with this deck, how it fills up its graveyard. Now he's got a lightning bolt he can point at Phantasmal Image. That would kill that, and then it would size down the team. See him checking the power and the toughness of the creatures that are out there.
Yeah, I think he's just wondering if he wants to get aggressive here with these Vengevines or leave him back.
I want to attack. Yeah, I want to attack because
I agree.
Rejury could also tap some stuff.
Yep.
Make it so he doesn't get the opportunity to block. So I like attacking here. Get in for 8. You can attack for lethal next turn potentially. You could also trap your opponent with this lightning bolt on the Phantasmal Image. There's some things to like about this. Draw a card. Will Dube.
Well, he's likely just dead to a Lord no matter what here.
Yeah. Not sure what Jean-Francois picked up.
A little conversation here.
Yep. Tom Ross won again. Not sure how, but yeah. Yeah. He just said deck's great and walked away. Classic.
Just swung by the booth.
Yeah.
Just passing shot.
Yep. Deck's great. See ya.
He makes it look so easy.
It's not fair, really. I don't think I'd be able to deal a point of damage with the deck he's playing.
No.
No.
You'd cast Smallpox and somehow the opponent would gain life.
Yeah. They would discard a Dodecapod. Like, I would lose. There's a block, there's a bolt.
I like this.
I do too. Taking away the one that gives Island Walk too. Phantasmal Image down. You see when it gets targeted. See you later. And it looks like some damage will come through. 2, 3, 4, 7.
Yep.
Now, if Jean-Francois does not have anything, he is D-O-B, as they say.
Even if he has something, he might just be dead here.
Yeah.
I mean, any of the combat tricks are going to help finish things off.
Yeah, become a Mentor Team or Battle Rage.
Yep. I mean, Julian could just play a land and cast another Vengevine and get in there.
Yep, that would also work too. It's the time to come in with everybody. Yeah, cross your fingers, hope it's good. Does our Merfolk player have anything? Does not.
Jeez.
And Julian Grayson Martin, the old JGM, going to win again here, taking down Merfolk and Jean-Francois Dube. 2 games to 0. Red-green Vengevine, or whatever the heck we call the name of this deck. Might have to think of a creative name now. Who knows? Is 10-1 here in Syracuse.